What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D, and we got to talk about Akon's futuristic Wakanda-inspired city. It's not happening. That's probably not a surprise to too many of you out there, but let's get into it. As it's official now, it's not happening. It says Akon's $6 billion futuristic crypto city is abandoned after 7 years. Now, if I could be really real with y'all, when he was talking about using a crypto coin as the source of currency for the city, I already was kind of iffy on this. I know there are people who swear by crypto, but it's not really my thing. Not yet. I've still tried to learn more about it and understand it better. I'm not quite there yet. So until I feel comfortable enough in crypto to where I can say, yes, I will put my money into this, I'm just going to continue to be just a bit sketch when it comes to that. But continuing, the music star would have had his residents using his own cryptocurrency. Lonely singer Akon has pulled the plug on his $1 billion Senegalese city project. The 52-year-old announced plans for this futuristic Wakanda-esque cityscape 7 years ago, which was designed to operate on his new cryptocurrency, Akon. So 7 years ago is when he announced this project, and it says it was reportedly costing $6 billion. Akon City was set to feature a uniquely curved skyscraper, but after 5 years of setbacks, the 800-hectare site based in Mubodina is still void of any life. There are no roads, no residential areas, and no power grid to speak of. Just an unfinished reception building that will no doubt be bulldozed in the coming months. Yeah, so you look at the concept of it, and it did look amazing, but it just, I don't know, man. It just looked impossible. Now, I understand there's a lot of things in the world that once upon a time people said that it would be impossible. All right, the device I'm using right now was an impossible device. All right, when the Wright brothers were talking about flying through the air, people said they were crazy. Just there's so many things that we take for granted today that it was someone's wild dream and people said that they were crazy. But some things you look at and it's just like, I'm open to the idea of being wrong, but this just kind of looks like you're gonna under deliver on this promise. So I wasn't expecting Akon City, if it ever saw fruition, I wasn't expecting it to be what he pitched. I was like, if this comes into fruition, he's probably going to under deliver on it. But damn, it wasn't delivered at all. Under deliver is a gross understatement. If you look at the concepts of it, it's this amazing thing, and then you look at the reality. Yeah, it's the frame of a reception center. It's like curved or something like that, and it just is like, wow. And that's been it. That's been the only construction. But let's see. It says the Akon City project no longer exists. Says Sigranine Mamadou Mbop. I'm trying here, y'all. Why does it seem like lately many of the news reports that I read have places or names that I'm just like, bro, what is this? Here goes. Like, can I get some easier to read stuff? Can I get John? Can I get Paul? Can I get Christopher? Stuff like that, man. These very ethnic names of these places. I guess I just need to get better, right? I just need to expand. But anyway, it says the head of Senegal's tourism development body, SAPCO, told the BBC. Fortunately, an agreement has been reached between SAPCO and the entrepreneur Alion Badara Thiam, aka Akon. What he's preparing with us is a realistic project which Sapco will fully support. So I guess this is going away, and something that actually is possible, he's going to work with them to bring that to life. I don't know. You got to be pretty brazen to try to make a new deal with someone that pitched this and took in, to my understanding, billions of dollars and didn't deliver on the project at all, except for that reception center, that unfinished reception center. Says one Senegalese local wasn't best pleased about the project's axing though, commenting, "We were promised jobs and development. Instead, nothing has changed." Yeah, I can understand being upset about that. You guys were promised the world, and he delivered nothing. He delivered dirt. Plans for this Atlantic Coast hugging space included a hospital, shopping center, school, police station, waste center, and solar plant, which were meant to be up and running by the end of 2023. So we're midway through 2025. And again, nothing was done. So the whole thing was supposed to be finished 2 years ago. How's that for wild? Akon told the BBC back in 2022 that the project was 100,000% moving, yet construction progress appeared non-existent. Y'all, this man telling y'all that work is being done and you can see for yourselves that no work is being done. I feel sorry for people when they get duped to a certain extent. But when you can look and see the sky is blue and they're telling you it's orange and you choose to believe that it's orange when you can see that it's blue yourself, you participated in duping yourself. You weren't a victim. You decided to go along with the con. I mean, I'm not going to say this was a con. A lot of other people are. But, it's not looking like this was something that Akon ever could pull off. It's really starting to seem like he knew he could never pull this off. What was his end game? I mean, whatever money he's collected, do we know what's been done with that? Where that's went? Are there refunds happening? I mean, what's going on here? Says the land itself remains high value, what with the Youth Olympic Games coming to Senegal next year. As for the crypto venture, Akon struggled to repay investors over the years, as the man himself admitted it wasn't being managed properly. These coins, do they ever pan out? Honestly asking, do they ever pan out? What's out here? Oh, we got the Amazon guy dropping off a package. He's in good spirits. That's good. It's always good to enjoy what you do. Like, really. Enjoy what you do, y'all, for real. I mean, I know some people don't have the luxury of that, but it's so different when what you're doing is something that you really enjoy. But it says eyebrows were raised over whether Akon should even be used as a primary payment method, or I'm sorry, a coin should even be used as a primary payment method across Akon City, since Senegal uses the CFA franc, regulated and issued by the Central Bank of West African States, which has historically swum against the crypto tide. Unilad has contacted representatives of Akon for comment, and apparently they haven't gotten anything. Anytime I seen Akon talk about this project, he said a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, he was on different podcasts, doing different interviews. Every time he talked about this, he said a whole lot of nothing. And I like Akon. I like his music. I think that he's done some great things in terms of R&B and hip hop. But this whole ambassador for Africa thing and building up Africa thing, just because you're good in one aspect don't mean that you'll be good in all aspects. And this just didn't seem like something that he was the right guy to head up. This particular article here, we got the MedStar ambulance. Remember I told y'all we got some hospitals over here in the Midtown area. So a lot of times when you hear those, that's where they're going. But this article in particular didn't mention anything about the $4 billion that he supposedly collected. A different one that I looked at did. But this is just, this is an ending that many should have seen coming. The people who didn't see it coming, who unfortunately they got taken for their money, that really sucks. But I just honestly don't see how someone could have bought into this idea and not have foreseen that the highest possible outcome was exactly what happened. At best, he was gonna woefully under deliver on this project, but I mean, he didn't even deliver on the project at all. And now they're planning on doing something else with him. It's almost like, do y'all never learn? But I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do, and hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Peace.